everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Barbara. As you can see, I have no makeup on. I'm actually going to be filming my first video that should be up on my channel before this one is, but I thought that I would just film me getting ready for that, and I just wanted to include all of my favorite cruelty-free drugstore brand products. Everything here today is literally under $10. And there's just like a lot of stuff on my mind lately. And I thought that I would just talk about it while I got ready. And I'm like over talking at this point because I've literally been trying to film this for an hour. I don't think you guys understand. Like, everything has gone wrong with filming. I literally had primer, and in the process of putting foundation, my camera died. And then before that, I finally got comfortable making an intro, and what? It just stopped filming. So I'm on my phone now, and the camera, I mean, the quality seems pretty good, so I don't even care. But yeah, I'm just gonna get started because at this point, I'm like over it. I'm like literally over it. I finally like channeled my inner Jackie and like got started, and everything was going wrong. But I'm not gonna let it deter me. I'm gonna film this video. I'm like, every time I go to film it, something happens. So yeah, I think it's a sign, but we're gonna keep trooping on. So anyways, I'm gonna put my mirror here so I can see what I'm doing. I don't know if it gets in the way of lighting. Yeah, it does, but that's fine. But anyways, as I was like saying so much before my camera died. I don't even know where I was at. Basically, I started talking about how I started wearing cruelty-free products. When I was vegetarian, I didn't have dairy. I didn't really have milk, never had seafood. But I did have occasionally cheese on some things, and I would have eggs. But recently I cut that all out. So I'm officially vegan now, but I've always been cruelty-free, no leather, no fur, ever since I cut out meat. And that's really because like when you turn vegetarian, you kind of like do your research behind it, and you see how like awful society treats animals. And like, it's so sad. Literally, if you do your research, I'm gonna link some like documentaries and things that helped me transition to like cruelty-free and leather-free, fur-free, all that fun stuff. And now egg, it kind of like grosses me out now. I don't know what happened, but now it just kind of grosses me out. I don't know. So I cut that out officially, and I became lactose intolerant after I turned 25. So I'm dairy-free, so I'm vegan, baby. But anyways, this is the e.l.f. hydrating face primer. I'm putting this on. This is the first time wearing it. The first time it felt really soft, but I don't know how foundation is going to be on top of it. But anyways, so when I became vegetarian, I just realized how my actions were affecting others other than just myself, because I became vegetarian for health reasons, not really environmental reasons. But it's become so much more than that. Honestly, for being honest, I think about all of my actions all the time. Well, at least I try to. I can't say that like 100% of the time I'm thinking of others. We're all selfish. We're human. What can we do, right? But yeah, I don't know. I'm just really happy. I'm a lot happier about the things that I buy. I feel a lot better about myself as a human, which is selfish again, but whatever. But anyways, that's not really what I want to talk about today. I really wanted to come on here and talk about like 2019, because we're in like Q4 of the year. It's like, what day is it? I think it's October 22nd. So yeah, we're like, oh my God, I can't believe we only have 2 more months in the year. And I don't know if it's just me, but 2019 has been such a weird year, like the weirdest year ever for me. I went to Ulta the other day, and I picked up these 2 foundations finally. So I picked up the Anastasia illuminating foundation. I Can't wait to try this one. But I'm going to be using this e.l.f. one today. This is the Flawless Finish Foundation in the shade Vanilla. I tried it, like I tested it out on my hand when I got home. And it looks a little bit warmer than my True Match, which I found in the Anastasia one. So we'll see how it oxidizes. If I look crazy, honestly, I'm just going to roll with it because I'm not filming this again, period. Like, I'm really not. But anyways, as I was saying, 2019 has been such a weird year just because I feel like I've grown a lot as a person. Like, physically wise, how I feel about my body and like as a woman and all that fun stuff. It's the most confident that I've been. I've always been like a very self-conscious person, very insecure, but I'm just not anymore. Like when I look in the mirror, I don't see all my flaws like I used to. But mentally, it's been so hard. Like, I was talking to my boyfriend the other day about actually like starting to film for my YouTube, and he literally said something that kind of like got me off guard. He said, "You're your biggest hater," which is like so true. Like, all my life I've heard like really good things about myself. You know, no one's really, I don't know, at least not to my face, has been a hater. But, you know, I've just never really, I don't know, I've never really believed in myself. And this year, especially, I don't know why. I feel like maybe because like we're getting older and we kind of need to decide what we're going to do for the rest of our life. And it's just been hard. Like, I don't know. I have so many ideas on what to do with this channel, what I want to do, like video ideas. I have like 2 notebooks full of content. And it's just been so hard to like come in front of people, like in front of the camera and film. And I don't know why. Like, everyone like around me is so encouraging and always just telling, "Oh my God, you should do it, you should do it." And obviously here I am, I'm doing it, but it took me so long. I wanted to start this at the beginning of the year, but I just couldn't get myself to do it. I'm like, I just don't know why. I don't know how this looks on camera. I'm like half blind, so from far away it looks good. And it's blending really nicely, but let's wait until it oxidizes, I guess. But I don't know if you guys also have experienced what I've been experiencing, like the self-doubt mindset. Yeah, it's just been really hard. And I've been really hard on myself this year. And I feel like I could have been a lot further in my brand and everything that I want to accomplish, but I've just been getting in my own way. And it's like so unfortunate. Growing up, I was always so self-conscious about how I looked, and that affected me more than you guys could believe. Like, I've always heard like, "Oh, you're so beautiful, you're so this, you're so that." But guys, I'm telling you, if you don't believe it yourself, there's nothing someone can tell you that will make you think otherwise. And I know I'm not alone there. Yeah, like if you don't believe that, you know, you're beautiful and you're worthy and valuable, there's nothing anyone could say that will change your mind. So that's how it's always been. But I don't know, something about 25 maybe. I've just like realized that my worth is not in how I look. How does this look, first of all? Looks pretty good, I think. Maybe. Oh, this New England weather is doing something to my skin already, and it's only October. But, oh, I also bought this beauty blender from e.l.f. It was $4. Yeah, it's like really hard to break cycles. I think the hardest thing about growing up is unlearning everything that we've been telling ourselves or that we've been told. Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of crazy, right? Like, as we grow up, I feel like the people that we surround ourselves with, and then the people we have in our lives, after every relationship or friendship, that person takes a little bit of you, and it's hard not to take things personally. And it's hard not to like think like, oh, you know, their actions are because of us. Like we internalize everything. So it's been hard. This is the Makeup Revolution London Fast Base Concealer in C5. This is like the best concealer I've ever tried. Literally the best concealer I've ever tried. It's kind of like the, I believe it's the Maybelline one where, oh, look at the YouTuber guru hand going, yep. Where it's like that tip, the felt one, the round felt one. It's like that, but it doesn't test on animals. Shade tea, I don't care. But as I was saying, 25 has been the year of like unlearning my toxic like self-deprivation habits that I've had, self-sabotaging, everything. I'm really glad that I've been taking the steps to do that, to unlearning, and really just like realizing that in the past relationships or the past friendships that I've had, things that have gone wrong isn't always my fault. Everyone is going through something and everyone is growing and changing themselves, that we need to like realize that the choices that someone makes isn't because of you. And at the end of the day, like the decisions they make, they have to live with it. And you shouldn't live in a prison inside of your head about it. Like that's what I did for so long. I made this like prison of internalizing everything that like either my exes or friendships or, you know, things that people have commented about my body. I don't know. Yeah, like growing up, every time, I think it's just like maybe Brazilian culture, that you can't see someone that you haven't seen in a long time without them commenting on your body. Brazilians think that like, oh, you lost weight or oh, you gained weight is a hi. Like there's a way to say hi without commenting on someone's body. when you're around it so much, it just kind of becomes like your identity, I guess. Like you just always feel like someone is looking at you a certain way or going to comment on it. So your body is literally like your main focus, and that stops you from growth, from growing. So that's something that I've been unlearning, honestly, to like look in the mirror and just see a person and not see like, oh, you've gained 10 pounds, or oh, look at, you know, a little flab here, stretch marks, just seeing a person, you know. Important stuff has been happening this year. But in terms of mentally, I've had this idea to start my brand Unravel Love for like since last year, and I never really talked about it with anyone because I feel like when an idea is so young and, you know, you just started, it's really fragile. And when you talk about it with people, they can really like deter you from starting. So I never really talked about it, not even to my boyfriend. And this year I did, but not last year. But anyways, I just put on the also from Makeup Revolution, the luxury baking powder in banana. I don't like white powder because even though I'm white, it gives me backflash. You can say all you want, it doesn't give backflash. It gives backflash, okay? And I'm just not gonna put up with it anymore. So with Unravel Love, like it's like a health, fitness, lifestyle brand that I came up with last year, the brand, the name and everything. But I feel like I could have done so much more with it if I just had gotten out of my own head. Like there's so much that I want to do. And like I said, like so much content ideas that being in front of a camera, and just like putting myself out there has been the hardest thing that I've had to do. Literally, just like sitting here and talking to you guys is like difficult for me for some reason. It doesn't seem natural to me. Like some people can just like go on Instagram Live or Instagram feed or IGTV and just everything's natural. I don't even think, if you didn't go to high school with me, I don't even think some people have heard what I sound like on social media. Literally, like, I just don't put myself out there, and that's why probably definitely why my brand hasn't really evolved as much as I have. I know everyone has something. Like, I know everybody has something that they're just like scared to do, and me putting myself out there is that thing. I focused so much on my flaws for so long that, like, I know it's not part of just like my identity anymore, but before, just like thinking, like, for example, my lips. Like, I used to be so insecure about them, so I didn't want to be on camera and I always thought, like, oh, everyone's just going to be looking at my lips. Well, now that I said that, everyone's probably going to be looking at my lips. But anyways, I didn't want to put myself out there and have everyone comment on my flaws, because if that's something you're currently struggling with and people are always pointing it out and always making a big deal out of it, it hurts. It's like, it amplifies that feeling. And and social media is so rude. Like, what the hell's wrong with you guys? I'm sure there will be people who will comment on it eventually, in videos or pictures or whatever the case may be. But honestly, now I just don't care anymore. Like, I just don't care. I used to a lot. That used to be like my biggest fear. Like, oh my God, someone's gonna comment on my lips, and like, no, I have small lips. Like, girl, there's no way to cover it up. What you gonna do? Nothing you can do about it. I can't imagine young girls going on being on the internet every day, and people on the internet every day are constantly bringing you down and like amplifying everything that you feel about yourself, whether it's good, whether it's bad. So I think also that's why I've waited for so long to do it, to like work through my crap and then put myself out there. I think that's a pretty good idea. Because now, honestly, I pray a lot, and I think my just like spiritual life with God and my connection with God, relationship with God, is strong. So honestly, whenever someone pisses me off, I'm just gonna go to him about you guys and just pray about it, because I'm really not gonna deal with people being rude. I think before, if I had started this YouTube and I had seen those comments, I probably would have cried about it, to be honest, or like been so upset that, yeah, I don't know, I think I would be too upset to continue. And now it's not like that. I think now I have a pretty good understanding about myself, a good awareness, where I can, still be okay even with criticism. I think that someone's always going to have something to say and always something to criticize, but no one can hurt you without your consent. And I do not give consent. I hope one day, very soon, I don't think so, but I hope one day really soon, if you don't like something, or if something bothers you, or if you see someone's flaw in a picture, just keep scrolling. Like, you don't have to comment on it, or amplify it, or because you really think that someone posts a picture or a video online and they don't see it. I mean, except Game of Thrones. Like, what was that cup? You didn't see that cup? Anyways, not the point. The point being, you don't think someone saw that their forehead looked big or shiny or whatever the case may be, or their nose is big. Like, you don't think they look in the mirror every day and be like, hey, that's like an insecurity of mine. You don't have to point it out, because they know. They know. Oh, bronzer. Okay, the only thing that's not drugstore, now that I'm thinking about it, is my bronzer. Because I actually ran out of my drugstore bronzer, and I have this Fenty like travel size one that I bring everywhere. I just went on vacation to Orlando and I brought it with me, and this is the only thing that I can see that I have. So if you have any suggestions for powder bronzer, link it down below. Okay, thanks, because I'm actually looking for one. I didn't really like the last one that I have, and I don't remember the name of it. But anyways, I think also me incorporating makeup in my brand YouTube or whatever is really important to me, just because through makeup I just like feel so good when I put it on. And I'm not like I'm not a makeup artist, or nor do I think that I'm even like in the running to be any of these YouTuber gurus, beauty, whatever. Because these people are really, oh my God, like I watch videos for hours on like these talented ass artists, and props to them for being so good at makeup. I'm not. Like, I'm just a basic, put it on, contour, whatever, you know, everyday makeup, some eyeshadow here and there. And I'm okay. I'm like okay at it, but anyways, not the point. So we're not trying to be self-deprecating in this brand. Like, we're only going to talk about some of the stuff that I'm good at and that I enjoy doing, not the stuff that I'm not good at. And that's not because I'm not aware that I'm not good at stuff. A lot of stuff I'm not good at, like communicating, not the point. Self-shade. But I'm just not trying to be that YouTuber or brand or whatever that like gets likes and being self-deprecating to be relatable. I think we can all be relatable by being real, but we don't have to put ourselves down all the time, every day. Like, I don't think that's good. Like, don't do that. Okay? Talk about the stuff you are good at and that you can do, instead of all the stuff that you can't do or don't know how to do. Or talking about your flaws all the time is not relatable. It's not. Like, I want to encourage everyone to feel good in their skin, and by me putting myself out there, I hope it does encourage someone to do what they want to do, even if it is in the fourth quarter of the year. Don't wait until next year. Next year is 2 months away, but by 2 months, you don't know where you could be in your brand or in your YouTube or your Instagram. Just start posting pictures, start posting videos. Like, even if everything goes wrong, just do it. Just put yourself out there and, you know, see where it takes you. In the 2 months, you could have, you know, 100 more followers now than you could have when you start in 2020. I'm gonna do my eyebrows now. And I don't really fill in my eyebrows. Like, the only thing that I use, and I genuinely use this every day, it's the e.l.f. Wow Brow. What color? I don't know. Crap. Oh, and deep brown. So I use this every day, and all I do is like comb through it. I don't really fill in my eyebrows because I feel like I have pretty thick eyebrows already. So I'm just gonna do that. I'm probably just gonna do it off. Well, on camera, but edit it out, you know? I just fill them in and comb them like very lightly. I don't really like eyebrows. I don't know. It's just not my look. I think people who know how to do it very well. I'm just not that person. So I just comb it every day. Bada bing, bada boom, in and out. So this is the Milani Baked Blush in Coralina. Okay. And I'm just putting it a little bit on because it's like really coral. Okay. Like Coralina for real. But anyways. Put a little bit here. So for today's eye look, I'm just gonna use the Chasing Rainbows palette. I'm just gonna use the color Feeling It and just put it in my crease. And honestly, I don't even know if I want to do more than just a crease shade. I'll let you know. But from what I'm feeling right now and like how long it took me for all of this today, I'm just not in the mood. So yeah, I'm just putting this on the crease. This is really messy, but I'm just trying to put it all over my crease. I don't really have a technique. Oh, this one's darker. Let me put this up here. Ooh, yeah, that's darker. So with my channel, I'm really just trying to be like as me as possible, because it's too much work to pretend to be someone else or to pretend that I have it all together, because I don't. Like, quite literally, I don't, and I never probably will. And I never. Does this look crazy? No. Yeah, and I just never want to be someone that I'm not. I never want to feel forced to come on here and film, because coming here and filming has been hard anyways. So I want it to be fun, okay? Just want to have like we're having a conversation, you know, girl to girl. Anyways, I feel like I got off topic of what I was saying. I was like talking about mental health, and here I am talking about authenticity, which is like, it goes hand in hand, honestly. It kind of, I feel like it takes a toll. If you see like some of these YouTubers and like celebrities who have probably put on a persona for so long that it's just like they're spiraling. And I don't even really think I'm like, you know, the idea of this isn't to like be a YouTube guru or anything like that, but it's just like, I never want to be someone I'm not. And that's just like what it is and what it's always going to be. I feel like the easiest way to maintain your mental health is just to remain who you are, like through and through. And I know sometimes that takes a while to figure out who you are and like what you want to do, who you want to be. But once you figure it out, don't change it for anybody. Like, not even YouTube, not to like create a brand that you have in mind. I think like you just maintaining who you are is enough, and be the person at the end who you are at the beginning, you know? I don't know. I think maybe that's generic advice, but I feel like people probably don't talk about it too often. Like, who you are is enough. Who you are is exactly who you need to be right now. And if that evolves into something else, that's awesome. But honestly, don't change for anybody, okay? Make that promise to me. So I put feeling it all over my crease, and then I just deepened it a little bit with realness, this color right here on the side. I'm just gonna put blurred lines all over, not all over, just like on the lid, and call it a day. Okay, so back to what I was saying. I keep doing this and it's like not my fault. Blame the ADHD, I don't know. But anyways, the easiest way to maintain your mental health is just to be who you are. And if you have to like tell yourself 100 times a day that you're enough and that you're okay and everything's gonna be okay, then do that. Like, it's sometimes it doesn't come naturally to people. I feel like a lot of people have to remind themselves like, hey, I'm doing pretty good, to be honest. Because if you don't tell yourself, people would tell you everything you've done wrong and not the good stuff, okay? Well, some people. Other people are really great. Take like 5 minutes out of your day and just remind yourself, like, I'm doing good, I'm enough. That's what I do. Every time I start feeling like today, probably already, I've told myself like 100 times that I'm doing pretty okay for myself. Oh, and damn. Blurred lines did not come to play, okay? I don't know how this looks on camera, but in the mirror it looks really good. Okay. Anyways, I'm just gonna put on mascara now. And I don't know if I want to put on lashes. I probably will, so that they like pop. Okay, so this is the best mascara ever, like pretty much ever, like not exaggerating. This is the Essence Cosmetics Lash Princess mascara. It's so good, so good. This was supposed to be an everyday look, and look at what I did. I just got overboard. I went overboard, can't lie. But anyways, I'm gonna put I have to put the mirror in front of my face. I'm sorry. Oh, good. Okay. I don't know if I'm going to put lashes on. Do I? Guys, should I put? Yeah, I'm going to put lashes on. Okay. It's going to probably take me 15 minutes like it always does, but it's okay.
2 hours later.
You guys, I don't think the lash is going to work out. I don't have my tweezers and I can't do this without them. Yeah, I don't have my tweezers and I guess I will never be a beauty guru because I can't put on my freaking lashes without tweezers, and I'm not sad about it. Whatever. Oh yeah, so I got these brushes from e.l.f. It's the Nabela. I think it's Nabela. I think it's Nabela. I don't know. An e.l.f. collab. They're so cute, and they're cruelty free. They have synthetic hair, which is, well, synthetic brushes, fibers. This was so cheap. This set I think was like $15, $20 or something, and they work really well. They don't have a smell or anything. Like usually, a lot of times they have like a chemical smell. This collab doesn't, which is great. e.l.f. also has like really amazing brushes, so that are individual. But anyways, this is the Makeup Revolution Vivid Baked Highlighter. This is my first time using this brush with this. I usually use this brush, which is, I got it from an Ipsy bag like 2 years ago. Oh, is it gonna show? I don't think so. Okay, so I'm gonna go back to my brush. I'm not saying it's not a good brush. I think it might be better with loose highlight, not like a pressed one. If you have the option to use a cruelty-free brand that offers you the same amount of quality that like a non-cruelty-free brand has, but no one's suffering for it, why not? You know? Answer me. Why? Give me one reason. You can't. Okay, that's what I thought. So yeah, I'm gonna put this Milk Sunshine Oil all over my lips. Okay, this is my face. What does it look like? Okay, cute. I think I already said this, but this is my first time wearing this e.l.f. foundation. And oh, it's a satin finish. And it looks pretty good on the skin. The only thing I will say is if you live in New England, and I don't know why I haven't learned my lesson yet. I've literally lived here my whole life. Boston winter is brutal. So moisturize. It's time. I need to start moisturizing a lot more. I'm just a little dry right here, but I don't think it's the foundation's fault. I think I didn't put enough moisturizer on. I think it would have looked better if it had worked out 2 hours ago when I was trying to film, you know? But anyways, that is my makeup look. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you next time.